Head.
2.5 years into it, I've had this guy. He didn't show up several times. We Zoom. We had him from New York. I see what he looks like. He was doing. We had to set up a separate one. We had to set him up with a court reporter in New York, so their computer wouldn't fall apart. He doesn't make that one, but
Right.
I seen him half baked trying to do the one Zoom hearing. So he's in there. He's going forward with everything. I'm like, okay, we got all the information. I just need to go over it with him. So I'm asking him, okay, so what happened after that? The car pulls up, and he goes, well, then the guy who didn't get shot pulls his car around in front of my house, opens the trunk, and says, help me unload this. I'm like, what's going on? I said, wait a minute, wait a minute. He goes, so there was a trunk full of drugs and cash, and I took it.
Meanwhile, his
I go,
friend's
whoa,
dead.
whoa.
His friend is dead in the
They're
street,
stepping
literally.
over the
This is
body.
the kid's concern, but go
I'm
ahead.
like, whoa, stop. So it's time out. We got to go through this really. And that all hits me. It's okay. This is why you've been blowing off everything. So make a longer story short, between the shooting, calling 911, and the cops showing up, he pulled his car on the other side of the street, opened it, unloaded three 20-gallon bags of garbage bags full of drugs and money. They went 3 trips back and forth from the front of the house to the back of the house. He hides it before the cops show
He
up.
gives it to the witness that
Now,
saw the car across the street, right?
right. So now we talked to every cop in this case so far.
Right.
And now possibly we would have to go back and say, listen, and apparently there's other witnesses. He had his neighbor saying, wait, what you hiding back there? Don't worry about it. Go away. The
Right.
other lady come down the block. Meanwhile, there's a dead body in the street.
Right.
All the neighbors are worried. What you got in that bag? What's in that bag?
Yeah.
So this whole thing's gone. Now, all these witnesses who the cops never spoke to would have even bothered to talk to any other witnesses there. Would have said, hey, I don't know anything about the shooting. That guy's that you're talking to has got a bunch of garbage bags in his back of his yard now. They were unloading from that car. Anyone would have said that. Anything would have came out like that. Nothing. Nobody bothered talking to anybody about it. I guess before we go further, we got to really kind of talk about the police work on here.
Right.
And
With the mask.
well, yeah, it's a lot of problems. Listen, any case like this, cops are doing their job. And like I said before, as the best analogy is when I was a public defender, we used to train the police cadets. The last thing they did before they finished the academy is they come in for mock depositions, do the depositions, and they had a scenario they played out in the street in their training in college. And then on that scenario, they wrote reports. We do a deposition with them, and in the afternoon, we have like a mock trial. And we get really aggressive with them and everything. And the one thing I would always tell all these cadets, I said, your credibility is the only thing you've got coming in here. Now we're trial lawyers. We did a lot of trials, so you see how the other end plays out. It's great to get a confession, but when you have to go in there and say, "I knew I was violating the law. I knew that I pissed all over the Constitution because I want to close this case,"